And the autumn colour's amazing. God, I just love the light this time of year. Something about the light, isn't there? You notice? When you're really, really present, there's something about the light. Seems sort of different. And I think as we start to become more mindful of the world, and we wake up to the amazing world we live in, and we start to fully experience the world through our senses, there's a brighter, sharper, more intense experience starts to come into focus. But there's something else there as well. There's something else there as well. It's almost something about the light. You noticed? Almost a recognition, remembering. So maybe I'm mad. I want to explore with you today the spiritual aspect to mindfulness, and we'll just touch upon this. And I think before I start with any of this, it's important to understand that I'm not talking about a belief. I don't want you to believe me, because actually, in a way, a belief comes between you and that spiritual experience. A belief is a layer of mind. It's a layer of thought, and part of the deception. Actually, and if we hold on to a belief, no matter how grand that belief, it's still a very, very small box, because we're now limiting possibilities to the scope of our belief. And actually what we come to see when we start to touch upon this more subtle dimension I'm pointing you towards is that it transcends all belief. It doesn't need believing, and in truth it's unbelievable, so we won't even try. You see, if somebody had come out with this nonsense to me when I first started, I'd walked out the door. I said, "You're barking mad. It doesn't exist. What are you talking about?" And I would have angrily rejected it, like you can reject something that you have no experience of. And when I came to mindfulness, like many of you, it was for very practical, real-world issues. It was to do with my depression and my anxiety and my drinking. It was a mental health crisis that drove me to mindfulness. And meditation was for me a means to an end. It was a way to get better. And if somebody talked to me about this spiritual dimension, then I would have rejected it out of hand. But as I practice, and you will discover this too, as you practice, as your mind becomes more still, there is another dimension to you, and another dimension to the world, and another dimension to everything that we can't see, we can't experience when we're lost in all that mental chatter. And even if you come to mindfulness for very real world issues, really very quickly it's the discovery of this inner depth that becomes really what our practice is about. So I make no apologies for exploring this. There is no such thing as non-spiritual mindfulness. That is a fallacy.